Good morning, guys. You might notice something a little different. So, yesterday, what? I need to go get something. As I was saying, yesterday we went to Cape Town and my daughter did a jiu-jitsu competition yesterday. It was her first one. And I also visited Irene the Textpert. I don't know if you've heard of her before. She's based in Johannesburg and she is a curly haired expert with cuts and everything to do with curly hair. So I went to her because I was feeling that my curls were looking a little bit lackluster and damaged, and I've been feeling that way for quite some time, especially from the back. When I see photos of my hair from the back, it looks damaged. I'll insert a little video for you of how it looked yesterday before my appointment. So when you go to the appointment, the instruction is to just wash your hair and let it dry without any product in. So obviously product disguises if your hair is unhealthy, and so when you go for this appointment you don't have anything applied to your hair, so you go there just hair washed and dried naturally. And obviously, normally when you see my hair in its curly state, it's got all of the products on there. So yes, I made the appointment to see her, I think early in February already. And because she's based in Johannesburg, she only comes to Cape Town a few times a year. So in February, I contacted them to find out when they will be in Cape Town again. And she mentioned, they let me know that they'll be this side in March. But March was basically fully booked. And they told me that they will contact me if there's an opening. So because I work full time, I told them that that won't work for me because I won't be able to just go to Cape Town at the last minute. And especially because it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to Cape Town from where we stay. So I told them that won't work for me. So they put me on a list and told me that they will contact me when they've got their next appointment. So I can't remember now when they got back to me. I might have actually contacted them before February because they got back to me in February. And then they mentioned that they're coming this side in May. So I made the appointment in February, confirmed the appointment for the Sunday because I don't like doing stuff on the Sabbath day. And it was all set. And then when I made the booking, I found out that it was Mother's Day. So obviously because it's Mother's Day, it's my day. I can do whatever I want to. I don't need to consider anyone else. So I just thought, okay, yes, fine. I'll take Mother's Day as the booking. My husband and kids would be fine with that. So I made the booking for the 9th and at 12 in the afternoon. So so I was all set for the appointment, ready to come or to go to Cape Town on Mother's Day, then the Sunday, which was Mother's Day, which is actually today. Then something happened and I had to switch my appointment, I had to change or contact them and ask them if they are able to move my appointment. Luckily, they were able to move the appointment. So I went yesterday. Anywho, So the appointment starts where she looks at your hair and she analyzes the condition, and then she asks you what you want from the appointment, what your hair goals are, and then obviously based on her experience, she tells you what she thinks and what advice she would give. So I've never been someone that like clung to long hair, because I've always had long hair my whole life. Growing up, my hair's always been down my back. So as soon as my dad allowed me to cut my hair, I was like, yes, I'm cutting my hair. And for a lot of years, I've had short hair. So in 2013, when I did the competition, was basically the first time I started growing my hair out. And with, I had the blue streaks and the highlights and everything done. With all of that getting done, my hair got damaged, obviously, especially because I've got basically black hair. So my hair had a lot of damage, and she suggested that we cut my hair. It took a little bit of convincing because, like I said, for some other reason, I wanted long hair now at this point in life. So she convinced me to cut it. And then this is how this haircut happened. So yes, it's a longish bob. And the idea is to let the curl be freed, like they say. I think their tagline is free the curl. So yes, so she cut my hair, then she dry cuts. Then they put a treatment on my hair. They first wash your hair, then they put the treatment on, and then you go sit under one of those big round dryers for a while, and then they rinse that off, and then they take you to the seating area again. And then they put a treatment in your hair. So this is the treatment that they put in your hair. So this is the K18 biomimetic hair science, the leave-in molecular repair hair mask. So I'm supposed to use this now for the next couple of washes. I'm supposed to use this as my conditioner. So then they put this in your hair, and then they take you through this very long styling process where they basically divide your hair into small little sections, and they put gel in your hair, they brush it through. They do this to your whole head. I don't know how long it took, but it took a while. And then after that, they start, what's the word now? The hair dryer with a big thing in the front. I'm totally at a loss for words now. You know what I'm talking about. I'll insert a photo of what I'm talking about. So, Shira, what do they call that big round thing at the front of the hair dryer? That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Then they start diffusing your hair, and they show you the technique that they use to diffuse hair. And that also takes quite some time. So they diffuse the hair until it's fully dry. And then Irene comes back again, and she does a little bit of zhuzhing. And then if there's anything that's out of line with the curls, because they've been dry cut, if there's anything out of line after styling them, then she cuts those little tendrils individually as needed. Okay, then they gave me these products to try. So this is the Rizo products, and I think this is what she uses in the salon. So she gave me 2 samples of Curl Manifest shampoo because I'm supposed to use the leave-in as my conditioner till that is finished. So this is Rizo Curl Manifest 1 shampoo ultra hydration. So for the next couple of washes, I'll be using this. And then I'm actually a little bit worried about the styling process. Having someone else do it, it was already very intensive. So now I'm just guessing how difficult it will be for me doing it on myself at the back of my head. So you must wish me luck with that process. So today is day 1 here, or do you call it day 2? I'm not sure. Is day 1 the day that you get it done, and then day 2 here is what you've slept on? So today is day 2 here, and she mentioned that I should not fasten my hair or anything So I don't normally fasten my hair because I get headaches if I fasten my hair because my hair is so heavy. The only time when I fasten my hair is when I go to bed at night, and I normally take a scrunchie, a silk scrunchie, and I do this and I just pop it like that when I go to bed in a little pineapple, what they call a pineapple. But obviously now it's so short that it does not get the back. But any case, she said I should not even do that. It would be best if I just go to bed with my hair loose and then on a silk pillowcase. So I still do not have a silk pillowcase, so I just took one of my silk pajama tops last night and I wrapped it around my pillow and I slept like that. So this is what I woke up with. I don't think it looks too bad, except obviously for on top here, I always get some frizzies. I don't know if you are able to see that in the camera or with the camera. So yes, on top there, I always get some frizzies. So for the next day, so every morning when you wake up, you can apply a leave-in product in your hair. So no re-wetting your hair or anything like that. And the product that I bought from her is the Absolute Report, oh my goodness, why can't I say repair? The Absolute Repair Oil, wheat germ oil. So it's a 10-in-1 professional oil and it looks like this. So I think I'm supposed to use one pump only. I cannot remember, but I'm just going to take one pump. And then I'm just going to distribute it. And then just at the top, and I think I'm going to focus on the area that's a little bit frizzy. And then on the ends as well. It's got a soft, very, very soft, faint smell. And you know, wheat germ normally has a distinctive smell. I don't really get that smell from this. So something has been added, I think, to counteract that smell. Very soft and light. So I'm just fluffing at the roots to get some volume there. So that's it. That's me ready for the day. We have been invited to a Mother's Day lunch. So it's 10 to 12 now. We're supposed to be there at 12. I think that's all I wanted to tell you about my experience at Irene the Textpert. And I think the cut that she does is called the Zhoosh cut. And she actually won 1 or 2 prizes last year at an international competition, if I'm not mistaken. She's the only person in South Africa that did the Rezo cut training. So she's the only one in South Africa that can do that. And she developed the call that is called the Zhoosh cut. So yesterday I got the Zhoosh cut, and then all of the learnings that she's been through. I think she mentioned that she's been a hairdresser now for 18 years. All of the learnings that she's learned in her 18 years of being a hairstylist. And I think in the last, I'm not sure how many years, she started to focus only on curly hair because she's got curly hair as well. She's quite an interesting lady. We had a nice little chat. And if you've got curly hair and you're based in South Africa, maybe go give her a try and see how it works for you. And let me know what you think. Let me know, have you been to her before? How has your experience been? See you again next time. Enjoy your week. Bye-bye.